St. Michael's Choir School is a venerable institution, ranked #1 academically for all Ontario by the Fraser Institute, but it's housed in a crumbling pile.
The roof is leaking, plaster's coming off the wall. In fact, one day the sewers backed up and came through the drinking fountains.
Since our facilities are kind of getting old, we probably need a new building just to keep the reputation of the choir school going.
Sometimes the water changes color on a daily basis, and the washrooms are less than ideal.
And it's really frustrating when you can't get from right there, like right outside that door, to right outside that door, and instead you have to go underground.
So this space in here is the basement of the high school building. It has a slight smell of dampness when you're down here, and it's not a space you'd want to spend any time, but it's a space that they have to pass through several times a day in order to go to and from class.
It really doesn't make sense as a school building.
Here in the basement, there are 2 classrooms that we haven't been able to use in many, many years. They're closed up. The boys are absolutely not permitted in there, so it's teaching space that's not usable.
Father Ronan housed the school here when it was founded in 1937. A new building was constructed in 1950, but that too has become decrepit.
In this corner, in what used to be Monsignor Ronan's office, is where we keep the school archives. This room has no climate control. It's frigid in the winter and, as we can tell today, kind of boiling in the summer. When it rains, we get a little shower of plaster that comes down from the ceiling.
The school now occupies 4 buildings on Bond Street, so students have to go outside, crossing the street to attend classes or rehearsals many times a day, even in inclement weather, and losing valuable learning time in the process.
We really do try to keep them up as much as we can because we are into the safety and health of our students who are there. But it's just getting harder and harder to keep it at that level where it's safe for them. They really do need a new building.
We're now at a critical juncture in the life of the choir school, and the community will play a crucial role in its continued existence.
We do not fit a formula that the Ministry of Education has any context to even begin to understand. We are completely unique, and so our building needs to be unique. But we have 275 boys in 4 or 5 choirs in rehearsals, often at the same time. Well, we can't just have one music room or one choral room, we need multiple spaces. Also, every boy at the choir school studies piano, so that's 275 piano lessons that happen during the day every week.
Plus, they need to be in close proximity to St. Michael's Cathedral Basilica.
We are there in the cathedral every day in rehearsals, singing at masses. So really we need to build on this urban plot of land. And building in an urban situation is more expensive than building in a farmer's field in the middle of nowhere.
It's a challenge, but one that can be met with a modern urban design, retaining the historic facade of Monsignor Ronan's beloved school, while constructing a purpose-built facility that can accommodate the full music curriculum as well as the academic needs of a 21st century institution.
They need an instrument that will help them fulfill their mission. And that means building a choir school that will be worthy of the mission.
We are looking to establish a legacy fund for the school. Yes, we want to get the building up and done, but that's just part 1. Part 2 is establishing some kind of endowment fund for tuitions so that we don't have to keep raising the bar beyond those families and those who have great talent, who really wouldn't get to explore it otherwise.
So we're appealing to donors to donate to the bricks and mortar, but also donate to put a boy in that room that you're helping to build.
If people are fortunate enough to be successful There's got to be a way you can give back to those experiences. The way I'm doing this is through this Christmas recording that we're doing. I've asked the choir school to be a part of it. When we sell the record, they're going to get all the proceeds. So it's a small little thing, but it gives them the opportunity to take, because at the end of the day, they gave me so much and I'd like to give something back. And the donation doesn't really have to be huge. It's just if you think about it and you make that step. If you're a billionaire, then please give more.
Monsignor Ronan founded the choir school almost 80 years ago with an inspired vision of what it could contribute to the church, to the community, and to the futures of its students. But that bright star could be dimmed forever without our help. Won't you join us in its renaissance? The need is great and the time is now. Join us in crafting the future to keep St. Michael's Choir School singing now and into the next century.